Hi everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. It's Wednesday morning, and I tell ya, Harry and Meghan, not a day goes by that these two aren't up to something. They're just insufferable. Turns out, while the king was over here in Canada, his 24-hour whirlwind visit to prop up Carney against a perceived threat of Donald Trump, gave the wokest throne speech ever. Anyway, watch my videos. While that was going on, Harry jetted over to China, 13,000 square miles, I believe it is. Yeah. 13,000 mile round trip on what we're being told is a private plane to promote to promote greener travel. Can you imagine? We're supposed to be very conscious and concerned and pay levies for climate change impacting, when we travel and we should cut down our vacations, but 13,000 miles to give a little speech for a few minutes to promote Travelist. Can you imagine? What happened to Zoom call? If This is the thing about these elites, and you can talk about it when they go to Davos or World Economic Forum meetings or any of these things, climate change in Brazil, COP20, whatever the heck it was. These elites will take private planes and helicopters and their private yachts and to meet up to discuss the way that they want to control us peasants, right? There's nothing to do with climate change. It's just the hypocrisy knows no bounds among the elites, and Harry's no different than the rest of them. And just getting back to the whole Canada thing and the King's speech and everything, one thing that's really amusing, you have a Liberal government here that's been in power almost a decade, starting 9 years of Trudeau, and now we've got Carney, and it's talk about slip sliding away. But you've got a government that, for example, during the trucker convoy protests against vaccine mandates that happened in Ottawa, if you flew a Canadian flag then, they considered you some kind of terrorist, something to be locked up and afraid. But now we've got, elbows up, buy Canadian. This false patriotism to just contract our economy even more in light of what's going on with Trump and everything else. And Carney's just a fraud. He is not a good man. His plans are not what I think most Canadians envision for their future. So the king comes over and it's this same government that has allowed all kinds of protests. You remember taking a knee, ripping down statues of founding fathers of this country, just like they were doing all over the place. Patriotism was bad then. Elite overlords were bad then, But now what does Carney come out? He pulls out our biggest symbol of the kind of colonialism that they've been telling everybody for years and promoting that it's bad. You know, white people are bad, colonialism's bad. So what does he do? He pulls out the king. The biggest symbol of colonialism ever that these wokies, these dingbats rail against. And so it's cognitive dissonance, you know, and people are falling for it. Those that have been, they're liberal lefties and right on board with the pronouns and the whole climate change, the whole shebang, and taking a knee and Black Lives Matter and colonialism. We got to tear down statues of these white founders and replace them with some, you know, this whole movement. And yet he's been able to convince them, you know, almost overnight that, oh yeah, the king, patriotism, as long as it's against Trump, it's okay. What's going on here, it's no wonder that the liberals are able to pull off the kind of crazy things they've been able to do because they've got a hoodwinked society. There's a lot of lefty dingbats here. There's a lot that took the COVID Kool-Aid, if you know what I mean. And I think they've been psychologically damaged from, like, you know, from way back 2 years, basically 2 years of lockdown, and nothing's been the same since. And we've had a pandemic, and we've had a lot of social conditioning, especially here in Canada. It's a mad, mad, mad world that we're entertaining right now. And yeah, Harry's an elite. He feels perfectly justified in flying 13,000 miles over to England or over to China to confer with other elites about what must be done for sustainable travel and climate change. You can't make this stuff up. And Meghan, the queen of making stuff up, there you are, Duchess, the queen of making stuff up. Well, she's hit a wall. Lemonada, the podcast is done. It was, if it can be any worse a failure than the Spotify run was, I mean, I tell ya. Dead, dry. It was all about Meghan as per usual. Didn't gain any traction, didn't gain a lot of listeners. And it seems to be that as ever is like done. Meghan has come out and admitted that, oh yeah, you know, we sold out so quickly within minutes, and you know, you could restock the stuff and just keep it going, but she needs to sit back and assess the business and where she wants to take it. So she'll revisit as ever sometime in 2026, a year away. This is Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle 101. She says a lot. She puts a lot out there. She doesn't complete anything. She has no follow through. We all know about the scam jam. We all know about the game she played. You know, you have 10 jars of something and immediately market sold out, and the whole thing, it's not real. She's not a real businesswoman. She play acts at everything. She really does. She play acts at everything. There's no follow through, there's no substance. She doesn't research. Even paying all the money with people around them, she doesn't listen to them anyway. She's never succeeded in anything. Well, give credit where it's due. I guess she did. She had a, what was sixth on the call sheet on Suits, but it lasted for a few years. Low level actress, but she was making a living. I guess you can give her that. Everything else, from being a UN ambassador to being a philanthropist and all of this crap, concerned citizen, it's all fakery. We know this now from the pictures of her in Britain as a teenager to the so-called children today. Every picture of her has been manipulated somehow. It's been proven. She's never done anything. This As Ever and With Love Megan, well, she's coming out and saying, oh, she's so grateful for her partnership with Netflix and a second season of With Love Megan. That's not so true. She's not a partner. She's an employee. And it's not a second series. When they went at it, they filmed a whole bunch at once. What's left is the second bit that they're going to put out. And that's a common way of Netflix doing things. They'll have a season of something, they'll put out the first 4 or 5 episodes and then wait a couple of weeks or a month or whatever and then put out the rest. That's common practice for Netflix. So she's lying to you about that. So As Ever, done. Everything's coming to a close. Everything's wrapping up. I don't think Netflix is gonna... There's talk about they're keeping her around, possibly for a divorce thing I don't think she can leave him right now. I don't think she can leave him right now. Her career is rather unsteady at the moment. I think she's got to hang on, so it's going to get ugly. But the lies are going to keep coming. The lies are going to keep coming, and as the bricks fall, I mean, Harry's charities, they're in the dust. There's so much controversy about all of that. It's you don't even want to talk about it. It's so ugly. Megan's, all of her projects are just in a heap. So what have they gone and done to try to rebrand yet again? It's like every couple of months they got to rebrand because it's all going sideways all the time. They're building their own royal court right in Montecito. So they've hired a bunch of people that are going to be toadies. What is she going to do now? Wear a tiara? Or is she going to have pictures in robes? Are they going to try to put out official proclamation? They're play acting. They are so lost. Being royal is all Harry ever knew. Being royal is all that Meghan's ever wanted. But didn't turn out the way they thought it might. They have been well and truly excised like a bad wart off of the body of the royal family. And they're starting to feel it now. So to maintain this kind of relevance, to maintain the fact that they're still royal, so they're going to play act. Things are just getting more and more and more ridiculous, and in a bid to what I'm sure they think is going to be to make people take them more seriously, it's just going to make them look Just more ridiculous than you can't even imagine. Harry and Meghan, well, one thing, they never disappoint. They're always up to something. They blunder through life knee-deep in millions of dollars because they're getting funding from all over the place. But I mean, one of these days, the chickens are going to come home to roost. And I don't mean Meghan's rescue chickens. And we'll be here to see it all happen. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Leave me a comment, like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button. And do subscribe. Double check, because I've had a few people drop off lately and, oh, gee, and text me, are you still doing videos? I can't find you. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification button so you know when I've posted a video. Enjoy your day. Talk to you later. Bye for now.